How do you help your team achieve their personal goals? I understand you do mentoring sessions for them. So I have regular calls with people on my team. Some people I meet more consistently than others, right? So like Drew, I talk to every week. Other people I talk to once a month. Some people I talk to once a quarter. And every time when I'm trying to help, I'm always asking them, hey, what do you want to learn more of? I think that's always a starting point. Like, what do you want to learn more of, right? Do you like how many hours you work in? Do you want to work less hours, more hours? What are some interests that you've got? And some people are very upfront. It's like, oh, I'd love to learn this. And some people have no idea. Some people need a little more coaching. It also will depend on how long they've been with me. So somebody who's new, they're often just trying to figure out how do I, make sure I'm doing my job right. Not even thinking about new stuff yet. And it's creating a safe spot for people to actually share what their goals are. Most people are not used to saying like what they're struggling with or their goals with their boss, right? Oh, Drew! It's a very different kind of work culture compared to most. There we go, Drew. Good job. And then honestly, I think the best part is helping them come up with something that should be a goal. I think the job as leaders is you see something in people that they don't necessarily see in themselves. If you want people to grow and get better, they have to know that you see something in them that they don't believe in themselves. And it's your belief in them that gives them the belief in themselves. So I'm always looking for patterns. I'm always looking for like, why are they doing this? What were their careers before they did this? What did they want to do before they started down this path? And looking for patterns to say, okay, well, this person is very, X, then is there something inside my business that they can help with, right? What did they go to school for? What did they want to be when they were younger? A lot of times people have basically just given up on their earlier dreams and careers and goals. And so asking those kinds of questions allows you to learn a little bit more about them and then try to find a way to incorporate some of that. Now, I can't bring everything into the business, right? It's got to have some kind of alignment, but even just the awareness, even just knowing, makes a huge difference. And people, they appreciate that, And it makes you feel better too. I mean, you want to feel like when you have someone on your team that they're growing, when they're learning, they're improving. Frank in the house. Hold on, anybody here? No. Frank is asking, Evan, had a video on that. He doesn't hold anyone back on his team. There you go. Cool. I hope not. All right, we got some boots. Yeah, I mean, the highest praise is people saying that they grew because they were around you. And some people will stay with you for a long time, and some people will be out and won't stay as long. But so some goals I can easily help with, and some goals you can't. I mean, if Drew wanted to start a construction company or something, I wouldn't be able to help him much. I really respect that way of helping your team and wanted to emulate it. Thank you. You got it. Honestly, the thing that I spend every Monday just with team, and it's now still not enough. Like one of the hardest things in my business has been now, as we've grown, when we only had 5 people or something, it's really easy to stay in touch with everybody. Now we're at 37 people, and it's a lot harder. I'm not in touch with everybody nearly as much as I would like to be, but hopefully, you create a culture where people try to support and help each other. And that carries through. I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't know how people do it at 100 people or 1,000 people or 10,000 people. I think it ends up being the people that you hire, like the people that you bring on end up continuing on the culture because it can't be you doing everything. But we'll see. We'll face that problem when we get there. It's a good problem to have. 1,000 people all spread and believe. That's really great culture. I love it. Well, we're not perfect either. But I think it starts with the intent. It's like the desire to want to do that. If you have the desire to want to do that, then you'll make a lot of mistakes along the way, but hopefully people can feel the intent.